welcome to week 4 of our Let's Teach Computing MOOC. This week our theme is physical computing, and we're thinking of that part of the national curriculum that asks children to engage with programming in a real-world context, programming real-world goals and controlling physical systems. So this time we're applying our computational thinking and our computer programming skills to the physical world. We're making things do things. So we're going to ask you to get out your robots, find your invention kits, get out your sensors and your control devices, and encourage your children to be digital makers around the idea of maybe robotics or maybe making inventions with things like makey-makeys. And the advantage of that, we think, is that children become engaged, really engaged with the problem. They take ownership of a problem, and rather than just following a set of discrete steps to make a programme, they are thinking about how to solve problems for themselves. We'll encourage you to think about unplugged, plugged and real-world ideas in your lessons. So maybe start with an activity away from the computer that reinforces a computational thinking concept or a computational thinking approach, and to make that explicit. As one of our examples, we've drawn an activity from one of the Barefoot computing materials, a really lovely set of materials well worth exploring. This is around the idea of hand jiving and hand clapping routines, and analysing those and writing an algorithm for somebody to replicate the routine. We would encourage you then to make the need to write precise sequences of instructions explicit, and to think about debugging the algorithm and making that kind of learning process visible as you go along. Then we would encourage you to get out your robots and physical devices and do a bit of plugged computing, actually engaging with the physical devices, and then to think of a real-world concept or a real-world application for what you've been doing. So in that way, we're exploring that aspect of the computing curriculum that talks about children using creativity and computational thinking to understand and change the world. A really, really ambitious claim, but a lovely way of thinking about computing.